Hello, my name is Benjamin Nota. Today I will be going over a sales story for the Red Bull marketing techniques. The article is by Jennifer Hagenmiller and Kaylee Stuber. In this article, Red Bull did an experiment to test which marketing techniques reached customers in a better way. Which of the three techniques is best? Through the experiment, we are looking at the best technique to use that will be just as effective in an increase of sales as it is in cost reduction. The three techniques include read aloud, which gives the participants the information out loud read, but no visual cues or anything to look at. The pamphlet technique gives the participants a pamphlet to look at while they go over the information and read it, as well as see the visual cues. And lastly, the PowerPoint method allows the participants to see all of the visuals as well as go over the information. Each technique of informing was paired with an actual sample of Red Bull energy drink. In this experiment, we are looking at verbal versus visual advertisements. How strong is the visual aspect of marketing? How much more of an effect do the visual cues have on consumers compared to the verbal? There were 64 participants total in this experiment, 32 who were male and 32 who were female. All of their ages range from 18 to 25, but 33 of the people had to be excluded due to factors such as affiliation issues as well as missing data. What materials were used in this experiment? The materials used were pens and pencils to fill out the forms or the questionnaires, the desk, table, or chairs, paper, computer, printer to print and type, script, pamphlet, PowerPoint, and a Red Bull, either sugar-free or original. So before we go any further, let's look at the reasons consumers buy Red Bull to begin with. Extra energy for extraneous activities such as long drives, high performance activities, studying, and partying is very popular for consumers to buy Red Bull. The taurine is also known to help with getting rid of metabolic byproducts. After the participants are given the information of the three different techniques we are experimenting with, a questionnaire is requested 1 week after the study regarding the number of cans of Red Bulls consumed since the study took place, as well as whether or not each participant's awareness of Red Bull has increased or not. So the first technique we're going to look at is the technique where they read the information aloud. The verbal method had only included the experimenter reading aloud the information with no visuals. The responses to the questionnaire from the verbal participants included the mean change in the consumption for verbal marketing technique being 0. There was no change in the consumption of Red Bull from the participants from the time they did the study and the time they answered the questionnaire. The second one we're going to look at is the pamphlet group. In this method, the experimenter handed the participant a pamphlet and asked them to read it while sitting in the room. This included visuals for the participants to be able to see and observe. Responses to the questionnaire from the pamphlet participants. The mean change in this one was 0.55 in the consumption for the pamphlet marketing technique. A little higher than the other, but let's see what is next. The last one is the PowerPoint method. This included the experimenter presenting a PowerPoint on a computer and reading aloud along with the slides. The responses to the questionnaire from the PowerPoint participants. The mean change in consumption for the PowerPoint presentation method was 0.82. This is the highest of the three. Lastly, we look at the results. The PowerPoint presentation method showed the most extreme change in the participants' consumption, and in this case statistically shows that it is superior of the three. The next most effective method is seen to be the pamphlet marketing method. And then lastly, the verbal method, which showed no change in consumption. Now, someone might ask, why did the PowerPoint method do better? So looking at the results, the verbal change in consumption was 0.00, no change. The pamphlet change in consumption was 0.55. PowerPoint change in consumption was 0.82, this being the highest. The level of contact between the experimenter and the participant seemed to be a distinct role in the success and effectiveness of these three marketing methods. Similarly to how a consumer might be able to easily recall a previously seen commercial, the PowerPoint had similar effects on the product recognition on consumers. So, at the end of the experiment, the PowerPoint method was deemed to be the winner. This finalizes my presentation. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Have a good day.